Welcome to the island of misery. This way to Wall Street, where all your hopes and dreams will be dashed. Follow me! People of Wall Street, I'm here to serve and protect you. Up from the depths I come. Let me lead you. Let's grab this bull by its tail, mount it, and ride it with me into the future! Hear me, oh financial district, and people in that building beware! This is a Krull To Arms! Follow me to glory!
The man in black. What's up? I can't get healthy, people. It's the Matrix fucking with me again. You know what it is? I just figured it out. I don't know if I told you this in a video earlier or not, but it must have been optimism that killed me, right? Just when I started saying I was going to just remain an optimist, that's when my sickness started. That's when the stomach pains began and my physical breakdown started. When I said I was going to remain optimist, an optimist, can't even say the word. Held on to that Google, was buying Tesla and the Hartford and the Cisco. Then the market decided to take a shit turn. By the way, also, I have to blame the Occupy Wall Street kids. You know, the market was going up every day when that occupation was going strong. Kind of like the Matrix's way of showing who's boss. Mock Wall Street, we're going to rally in your faces, Occupy Wall Street. And they left and the market crashed. Come back, OWS. But there is one shining beacon of hope throughout all of this. And it's not my ability to take depression and turn it into comedy gold, also known as manic depression. It's Groupon. The shining beacon of hope that reality does work in the stock market. Now I'd like to offer another invitation here to the Hit the Bid room, as well as an invitation to everybody, because as you've noticed, and you'll notice that the website will probably be taken down today. The other website was just I don't know what we could call it, but just a reminder that we're still out there. What's coming? Groupon. So, Groupon and its beacon of hope. Now, what do I mean? Are you saying that I love Groupon? No. I despise Groupon. I never realized how much I hated it until it went public. But again, lopped in with the group of Open Tables and Ancestry.com. Now, I'm no genius here, but I find myself a worldly kind of guy who's into lots of different things. I have friends who are into lots of different things. And when collectively we all say, do we need Groupon in our lives? And we all say no. Do we need Open Table in our lives? No. Do I need LinkedIn in my life? Not at all. But let's stick to Groupon. It came public. It had its one day in the sun. And then what I want to say, my open invitation is to people who thought this was a good stock, who thought this was going to be a great IPO. The investment bankers, I'm sure, well, the investment bankers don't really care about you, the secondary market player in the IPO. All they care about is they raised money, they got paid for their job, and they could hope and pray the stock does well to make them look good, but they really don't care. But the guys out there that were saying that this was going to be a winner, The guys out there that thought this was going to be a great idea. It's going to go public. We need this company to be a publicly traded company. You need to put your money into it because this is going to be a winning stock. And I'm sure they're out there. The analysts who broke it down, did their earnings per share and EBITDA and revenue growth, expectations and all that great stuff that really doesn't mean anything in today's market. They're out there. I'd like you to come on and explain to me why you thought Groupon was going to be a good idea. Where someone like me figured this stock will probably go to zero within a year. Little did I realize that it would go to zero. I don't know. We're 15 points away now. I don't know what the stock's doing today, nor do I care. But the options market made it a little bit easier to short the Groupon because I thought the easy money was shorting it as soon as it came out. But, we can't do that. But then the options came out and people made some money at least. And the room was phenomenal yesterday. It was something to behold. Because, as you know, never in a good mood when the market gaps up like it did. So I sat there waiting for something to short. So, of course, I was looking at LinkedIn and Groupon and Cena. And as you know, I'm not really trading too much nowadays, kind of just watching and seeing, waiting for something extraordinary after that Google mistake and my failed attempt of being an optimist. So we sat there and waited. And I said, here's the Cena going red. I'll give it a little shot here before it goes red because any stock that's getting weak in a market that was that strong artificially, or what you want to call yesterday's move, bullshit is an easy term to use. Any stock that was going to get weak in that type of a market, really, really weak. That's one good thing about those days. If you have a stock that didn't participate in that move, you probably got a shitty stock on your hands. So we saw Cena going red. I suggested it to the room. I think a few people might have partook in it. And then it promptly fell 10 points, because that's what I do. As long as I don't touch something, it works out. Then the Groupon short. Then the LinkedIn short. And then we had the FMCN short. So, funny how our 4 best trades of the day were shorts in a stock market where you know you're going to go home and someone's going to say, you must have had a great day. Market was up huge. You must have had a great day. And I got that as soon as I got home, which is pretty funny. But Groupon, the reason I call it the shining beacon of hope is that it's making sense. This should be a failed IPO. This should be a stock that goes down every day since it's opened. It should go to the pink sheets and be dismissed, as well as Pandora. Now, I love Pandora, listen to it every day, use it every day, but really, I don't ever plan on ever putting any money into Pandora. I get angry when the commercials pop up in my way. So to me, I say, how are they ever going to make money? I don't understand. So why would I want to invest in a company that I don't understand? And I think that's the basis of it all. I couldn't understand how Groupon would ever make a profit. And as simple as that, the stock has been plummeting every day. Now, I'm thinking that just before it dies, it probably will have one short squeeze just to give everybody hope. Pop its head above water just before it sinks down to the bottom of the ocean. I'm going to wait, maybe at 12.50, maybe 10, maybe 7.50. Who knows when it's going to happen, but I'll stalk it. I'll wait. We'll see what happens. That one day where everybody completely gives up on it and it's down 10% and then reverses and goes green and goes up 10% for the day, you know that day is going to happen. But don't be caught long this stock because there's a good chance this stock will not perform like everybody thought it would. And I just want to thank God, well, any higher entity that we're referring to nowadays. But what was Google thinking? They wanted to buy Groupon. Lends me to the idea that maybe I have mistaken about my fascination and addiction to Google. As you know, I can't give up on the stock. I still think it's going to go to 1,200. I still think it's undervalued. But maybe the negative on Google, which everybody says that they spend their money unwise is true. Maybe they just realized maybe at the last minute, I don't know whether it was a Groupon thing or a Google thing, whether or not they decide that deal was no good for them. But if they were going to even thinking about buying Google, maybe this kind of indicts them or gives us good indication that maybe Google has no idea what they're doing. Could be. Bottom line is, stay in cash. Long-term investing is dead. Swing trading is detrimental to your health as well. And if you think you're going to pick a winner based on fundamentals, remember, there's about 100 other things right now dictating where your stock's going to go. So go ahead and crunch those numbers, my friend. Give us a winner. Come on over to the chat room. Give us a winner. And remember, if you could give us 3 winners in a row, there's a free prize in it for you. But remember, you got to be able to take the consequences if you fail. So all you smart guys, come on to the room and compete with the champion. Because whatever website you're going to right now, nobody can defeat me. There's nobody better at failure than this guy. And as long as I'm not trading, whatever I say, gold. Jerry. Gold. So whatever website you're out there, if you're paying a fee, remember, we're still feeless at the point. So come on over. Send us your email. Get to the chat room. Hear what's going on. Haters, lovers, the in-betweeners, make it a point to come and hang out and see what goes on. Because you will be absolutely amazed. And if it doesn't happen in the first 10 minutes that you're there, you'll have to come back the next day. Or just give it at least a good one day and listen to what happens. Ask people what they witness. Because yesterday was another one of those days where it's just too amazing to be true. But yet it was. I'm amazed. I'm still amazed. And I see it every day. Think about what my wife goes through every day when I got to go home and tell her, how was your day? Because I never say fine or good. I have to elaborate. She's like, oh, God, here we go again. She's got to hear these stories. And you know what? My wife could give a shit at this point. But this is for you people. I only got 3 good years left. Make it count.